when I started chemotherapy. Those thoughts of, am I gonna make it through, definitely started creeping a little bit.
I like dishing the rock better, I ain't gonna lie. Coaches love to keep the ball hot, because once we share the ball, it's gonna be hard to stop us.
Welcome to the Palestra in Philadelphia, the cathedral of basketball, where today the Nittany Lion basketball team will take on Indiana.
From the earliest age, I'll probably just say putting a ball in the hoop. Just the genuine love for the fact that I get to go out here and just play a game has been something that's created the person that I am today. Washington State was the only Power 5 school to offer me in high school. My freshman year, I had the red shirt. I put in a lot of good work after that freshman year, gained a lot of weight, put on about 15 pounds of muscle. It was the summer of 2022 when we first noticed something wrong with my neck. And it got bigger and bigger.
It was puffy, so automatically pull muscle. So I didn't think more about it.
Right before he left to go off to school, we had a biopsy done. And we got the results back 2 days later. Was his mom's birthday.
September 12th, I called her and told her happy birthday. I wasn't thinking too much about the biopsy I had just got done, because I didn't think it was gonna be nothing crazy. And then I had to call her back probably about 3 hours later.
And he was like, Mom, I have the results back. I was like, okay. I have Hodgkin's lymphoma. That was a tough call that I had to take. I knew nothing about it, Hodgkin's lymphoma. So, of course, Google, and I just start learning, depending on your stage, that you can beat this cancer.
Myles was a strong guy, but the cancer treatments drained him, made him weak. A couple times he told me he wasn't gonna be able to, he don't think he was gonna be able to do it. Live through it.
I had a fear that maybe I would die, especially when I started chemotherapy and I didn't feel nowhere near like myself.
The first night Joel and I went to Pullman, Myles cried. I said, get it out now. Get it out now. Because after today, we're going to beat this.
If she wasn't out there, I don't know if I would have been able to make it through, honestly. I went through chemotherapy for about 7 months, 2 treatments per month, 4.5 hours long each time. In March 2023, I rang the bell after my last treatment.
Just seeing him after he rung the bell, Myles walk over there to me, clapping, putting his arms up, made me put my arm up. We did it. We did it.
My dad and I, when I was at one of my chemotherapy treatments, we came up with the phrase, all you need is one. It pushes you to go towards your dreams. I just wanted one more day, because I knew if I woke up the next day, I had a new opportunity to keep fighting, no matter what the circumstances was. As long as I had one more day to keep fighting and keep pushing, I was going to do that.
It's become a familiar scene with Mike Rhoades as the head coach at Penn State. Top 10 team goes down, and the students celebrate in Happy Valley.
I love being an underdog. In my story, the underdogs always end up on top.
Baldwin the steal. Off the wrist! Oh my goodness! It's showtime here at Bryce Jordan.
I get my teammates going. I get them open shots.
He's like the quarterback. He takes great pride in making plays, running the show. But he also takes great pride in making his teammates better. He'd rather pass the ball and set his teammate up than scoring a basket himself. That's a point guard.
I like dishing the rock better, I ain't gonna lie. Once I see them doing good, like, it just makes me happy.
Ace Baldwin ties the all-time Penn State assist record with 15.
When I was at 15, everybody was just telling me get one more. So I just was hunting for the last one.
And there is the score record. Number 16 for Ace Baldwin. It is in the books.
700 career assists is no small feat, but he wants to win more than anything. I told him, you gotta be more aggressive. Go to work, go make plays.
Ace Baldwin, what a move, the and one for Ace.
I love when he leaned on me. He can say anything to me, like I won't take it no way, and I can say anything to him and he won't take it no way.
Right, take it all the way to the other side and let him come get you. Touch and go. Drive the touch and go.
All right.
We have a relationship where we could talk real with each other and not sugarcoat it.
I'm back.
You're good, you're good.
Don't slide roll. Go to the rim, go. We call each other out and we move on, but there's a lot of love in it too.
I'm good.
Hey! Yeah. Yanni!
I'm not moving my voice on the lens.
I knew about Ace when he was a freshman at St. Francis Academy in Baltimore.
I won 4 championships, 3 MVPs. I actually got my jersey retired there.
He had an edge. He was so sure of himself with the ball.
When we met Coach Rhoades, I just was like, it's no way a person loved my son that much and don't even know him. But they loved him as a person and then as a basketball player.
It's got to be more than just basketball. These guys are a part of our family.
This is a speedy Myles Rice, and he finishes. Started his career at Washington State. First team All-Pac-12 last year before transferring to Indiana. A real comeback story in what he has overcome.
Seeing that he actually beat cancer, for Myles, it meant the world to get back to basketball. Because at one point, Myles didn't think that it was a possibility.
The feeling of being able to get back on the basketball court was really everything for me. It was basically 2 years that I sat out. I dove straight in and put myself through the fire to make sure I was ready to go by the time the season came.
I heard about Indiana through Myles and Joel and Coach Yashir Roseman, who was a coach here in Atlanta the summer before Myles went to college.
I was helping coach the Atlanta Celtics. Myles was the leader of the team. He always played hard, but he was always getting overlooked. After his redshirt year at Washington State, he was homesick. And this was before the cancer. And we just kept in contact. He had everybody in the country calling him, obviously, because of the year that he had. But I think what overcame all that was our track record with point guards. And I think he knew he could trust me. And he knew that if it's anybody that has his back, it was me.
First time I seen him in the candy stripes, tears came to my eyes. I knew how hard he worked, and I knew how much he wanted to be part of a team and build a culture. And I feel like Indiana was the right choice for him.
Nice move by Rice. He bangs home the jumper.
He's going to be a big part of their success this year.
I think me being able to be here at Indiana after all the things that I went through is just a test to everything that I believe in myself.
Rice turns the corner, attacks, and finishes over the top of Martini.
And show people that I belong here.
Rebound taken away. Oh, Myles Rice.
He went through a lot. That gets overlooked. And I think sometimes that's where his confidence comes from. He's full of life, full of energy. Just because as a kid, man, you don't know if you're gonna live or not. Just to see him in the Indiana uniform and just still being able to play basketball, man, to do something that he loves, it's just great.
We are from Baltimore, Maryland. In the household, it was my husband, Adrian Buttons Baldwin, and I, and our 6 children. Ace. My husband put a ball in his hand when he was 3 years old.
He played like me, like he was a pass first. He could shoot. He had bounce. I'm mad I ain't got bounce.
My father and Ace, they both had an unbreakable bond, like really best friend bond. Just no Buttons without Ace.
My dad, he was going to the hospital for gout, and he came back, and my mom she wasn't herself, so asked her what's wrong. She ain't want to tell us, and that's when she just came back home and told her he had leukemia. When he was sick and he was in the hospital, I hit the game winner for the championship in high school. That's when he gave me a compliment. We was on the phone, FaceTime. He was laying in the hospital bed. He was telling me like how good I was, and he proud of me. I felt great, man. I just brought tears to my eyes. I just was happy with joy.
There were a couple of times when I was making some road trips that I just stopped at Hopkins to see him. When people are hurting, you got to be there for them.
I think my husband knew the fight that he was fighting, and he wanted to make sure if something was to happen that we were still surrounded by good people.
He did say the one time, he's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of here, coach. Just promise me you take care of my son.
Within 6 months, my husband was gone. It was like a shock, basically.
When my dad passed, I actually wanted to stop playing basketball. That's why I played, and just watching him in the stands every game, him talking to me during the game, like that's why I did it.
Ace didn't want to play anymore. I said, "Are you crazy?" I called Coach Rhoades and said, "Coach Rhoades, you better come down here and get this boy."
I lost my dad at 36. My father was a high school football coach and teacher and became a high school principal. Then in 1980 became a Pennsylvania state senator. My dad was killed in a drunk driving accident in 2008. My dad was my rock, and I've always still to this day still have a hole in my heart because of it. Because I went through that, I think I can help a guy like Ace.
Coach kept me going. He just was giving me like stuff to get through it.
The anniversary of my father's passing, like Ace has one, I try to make that an awesome day to honor my dad on the way I'm living my life. And I share that with Ace all the time. We're not having a bad day today. We're going to have an awesome day today to honor your pops. My dad, he used to use the term, you got to become an educated man for the real world.
Ace Baldwin Jr.
My son graduating from college with a criminal justice degree. The first boy in our family to graduate from college.
That was the one thing I told his dad, is he's going to get his degree.
It was crazy. Having my family there, coach. It just was a great experience.
How you feeling today? Good, I'm feeling good. Thanks to the best coach ever. I just wanted to do something really nice for Coach Rhoades. It's not much that I can give him outside of my love. Aww. And I knew if I would give him something that he could see every day.
Picture of Ace and I hugging after we won a championship. Ace and his dad hugging when he won a Catholic League championship in Baltimore, and then my dad and I in 1994 hugging after the game. It says, "A promise, Captain, there are some people who could hear you speak 1,000 words and still not understand you. And there are others who will understand without you even saying a word."
I felt that hug, like a thank you, appreciation. I love you, girl. That's what he would say, I love you, girl. And I love him back.
The love we have for all each other, and watching Ace move forward in his life and become a college graduate. When she gave this to me, it was surreal, but it was a great moment too. We've been through a lot together. Him and his family have been through a lot together, but he's a college graduate, and no one could ever take that away from him.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Palestra in Philadelphia, where today the Nittany Lion basketball team will take on Indiana. Courtside at the Cathedral of Basketball.
A seating capacity of just under 9,000 here, and a storied venue.
Indiana has done a lot during the course of the lifetime of its program. They've won 5 national titles, they've won countless Big Ten championships, but there's one thing they've never done: they've never played here. The point guard matchup, it's going to be experience versus experience. Ace Baldwin is putting together a terrific season at both ends. Myles Rice has had some really terrific games, and he's had some games that have been mystified.
For Indiana to win this game here today, the Hoosiers' backcourt has got to outplay Penn State's backcourt if they hope to be victorious.
Ace top of the key, they're down to 10 to shoot. Lobs it into Puff.
A fun game early here. Both teams really executing well at the offensive end.
Here's Rice on the other end. Throws it out to Goody. Gives up the dribble, lobs it into Baldwin. And these two ball clubs are going in with no advantage.
I don't really understand what is happening in this game. If you said 29-29, I thought, all right, there's 8 minutes left in the half.
Down low to Ballo. Ballo throws it back outside. They get Mackenzie Mbako in the corner for 3, and he hits. And Mbako gives Indiana the lead. Rice roars it up the court, throws it outside to Mbako. Mbako drives inside, lays it up, and scores. Mackenzie Mbako, his 10th point of the game, and Indiana suddenly on top by 5, and a turnover by Penn State. Mbako for 3 more. Yeah! And a quick timeout.
I just said to Nick, you're driving and you don't have the angle. Get the ball hot, right? Get the ball hot. We're standing around too much. When you guys are moving, we're getting layups and wide open shots, right? Use the ball screen, use the handoff. Use the action, but get that thing hot if you don't have something, okay?
Penn State down by a dozen with 15:52 left. Ace drives, opening, lays it up and in.
Aggressive that time.
Rebound by Baldwin. Baldwin down the floor. Baldwin, good look away pass, slam dunk, Yannick. Crowd alive at the Palestra. Mbako covered up by Kern near corner. Shot clock at 4. Mbako, 2 to shoot, fades away. You have to be kidding me.
At some point, you want reality to come back for Indiana and stop making threes.
Indiana on fire from the three-point line here in the second half. Galloway will trigger it in. Looks, gets it into Umar. He feeds it right back to Galloway for a 3 try, and he had it. Trey Galloway.
Every possession is a must score at this point.
Kern drives, reverse layup good, down to 10, 61-51.
Yeah, straight line drives.
Driving, Freddie,
And
contact, basket counts on a foul.
It's starting to get a little bit of momentum.
Kern charges to the bucket, near corner 3, DeLeon, it's good!
Double-digit lead has shrunk all the way back down to 7 here. The Nittany Lions have climbed and clawed their way right back into this ballgame.
Far wing, Kern for 3, it's good!
This is a ballgame here.
Ballo juggles, lost it, Yannick gets the steal. Gets it to Ace. Ace to Hicks near wing. 3 on the way, it's good! A chance to tie or take the lead. 8 to shoot, to his left, elbow, keeps going up, Ballo. Kicks it back to Hicks. For 3 in the lead.
Indiana hangs on here with a tremendous start to the second half. What a win here this afternoon for Mike Woodson and his crew.
To the game, 86 points, 88 points. Think about that. I'm telling you, you take this mentality on the road, you're going to win your fair share of Big Ten games, without a doubt.
I didn't even see Buddy coming. If I would have saw him coming, I would have tried to dunk him.
That's okay, that's okay.
He came out of my blind spot.
We had him at the end of the game.
We played him again, though. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
that's what I said. But we played that man, so we got to get him back. Watch when we play them again.
I ain't expected it to be like this, though. It was a good atmosphere, though. I'd rather it here than at Penn State, for sure. It was packed in here today. And then when they went on their run and the crowd got loud, it got loud.